Do you dread the first of the month every month because you're not sure if your tenants are gonna pay on time? I did for many years until I created a simple system that allowed me to eliminate this problem. Stay tuned and I'll show you how. Hi, my name is Jana, and I have been a property manager and an investor for a long time. I will show you our system and how we deal with late rent payments. The best way to deal with late rent payments is to prevent them. We usually meet with the tenants at the property when we do the walkthrough, and we give them a tenant's manual. In it, one of the items in the tenant's manual, we actually call it welcome letter. Uh, in that manual, there is an item which explains what happens if the tenants are late. For example, in our case, if the tenant is late on the 3rd, they get a late fee. If they're late on the 7th, they will receive a notice, pay or quit notice posted on their door. And we also tell them that there is a fee for this notice because we use a process server to deliver that, and that costs us money. Another thing we go over is that we don't make any exceptions to this rule and to the way we work, because that would be discrimination to other tenants. So what happens is tenants are they have the expectation that if the rent is not paid by the 7th, they will get that notice. We've never had a tenant that's angry with us or upset because we set that expectation from the beginning. They know they're getting the notice, and we don't get any excuses. We don't get phone calls, something happened, would you accept the rent a little bit later? They know that the notice is coming. They have in our state, they have a 3-day to pay the rent or leave the property. So this is setting the right expectations for the tenant from the beginning is very important. We do it without exceptions with every single tenant. If you're interested in the welcome letter, you can find it below in the description, and also you can go to rentsy.com and check out all of our free rental forms for landlords and investors. So what do you do if you already have a tenant in the property that's not paying on time or is not paying at all? Well, the first thing you can do is send them a late rent warning letter. I would mail it I will use a certified mail, just so you have a record and you know they got it. And the next time they pay rent, the next time the rent is due and they're late, wait for the grace period and immediately send them or deliver pay or quit notice. I would recommend using a process server actually, because tenants are impressed if you send somebody that's a little bit more official, especially if you're landlord. So you can find, we have a directory on rentsy.com, and you can find process servers to use. In Florida, it's around $79 for 3-day delivery. Next day, it's a little bit more, but they have different prices as well. So that's the first step. If they don't pay within the time frame that's allowed by law, then file for eviction. That's the only thing you can do. That's the way that they will know that you're serious about the letter, and that's the next step. Now, there are some tenants that will continue to pay and wait for that notice and pay the late fees. It's completely up to you as a landlord if you want to accept that. I know that some landlords actually like the late fees, like the extra income. There is a downside to that is the tenants at some point may completely stop paying rent. They may consider this as um, you're not serious about what you said you're gonna do, so they may completely stop paying at some point. For me, it's not worth the extra headache. And also, if you don't have a good accounting, this may lead to missing actually a whole payments, because the payments become later and later, and at some point, if you don't write down when they come, it may lead to missing a whole month. So I would definitely recommend that you set the rules for the tenancy and enforce them. That's it for today. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe if you're interested in any of the topics we cover: rental, management, investment. Also, please visit rentsy.com. We have a lot of landlord rental forms you can use. They're fillable and downloadable. We also have a rental calculator. If you're planning to buy a property but you are unsure if it's a good deal, you can use the rental calculator. There are a lot of other rental tools coming soon, so visit us and subscribe. I'll see you next time.